Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mide Nancy. If you're new here, you're welcome. And if you're a returning viewer or returning subscriber, thank you for coming back, and consider subscribing to the channel by clicking the subscribe button below. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining the Alternance program to you, program that permits you to work and study at the same time and earn a degree, as well as having multiple or 1 year work experience at the same time. You get paid while you study, and you study basically for free. I'm also going to show you a new platform that I just discovered, where you can basically apply to and get admitted as soon as possible and get called by different schools, and you know begin your admission process and resume on or before September 2024. So if this sounds like something you're interested in watching, then let's jump right into the video. So first, before I go over to my computer to show you this platform, I just want to quickly explain to you what the Alternance program is about. Maybe you've never heard of it. So first, it is not scholarship. So when you're on scholarship, you literally don't have to work, and every month, or depending on the agreement you have with the sponsors, you just get paid and you live your life. But this one, you're actually working at the same time as you're schooling. Now, the work is not a student job. Normally, when you're in France, you have the opportunity to work for 20 hours while you're studying and get paid. It could be a restaurant job, it could be you just giving tutorials, or just working at the mall. But the alternance is actually you working in an establishment that is in relation to what you're studying. So you're actually implementing the things that you are learning in school in the company or the establishment that you're working, and then you're also like implementing the things that you're learning at work. You're also kind of implementing that in your studies, in the sense that it makes studying easier for you, because you're actually putting into practice the theory that you're learning from school. So I'm not sure about many countries that do this, but it's a very common thing in France, and there are lots of international students that are also like benefiting from this and studying in. I don't know if we'd say alternation in English, but I'll just keep using the French alternance. Now, how does it work? It depends on your school. It depends on your program. For some programs, you go to school for 2 weeks and go to your company or your establishment you're working for the next 2 weeks in a month, and you go on like that until the end of your program. There are bachelor's degrees in alternance or alternation, and there are master's degree as well in alternance. So if it's a bachelor's degree in France, it means for the next 3 years, you are going 2 weeks to school, 2 weeks to the company for 3 years, and at the end of it you have 3 years solid work experience in the same thing that you actually studied. So when you graduate, you are graduating with a CV of you already having 3 years work experience, and also you're having your degree at hand. So it really makes so much sense. It could also be extreme in the sense that you work 1 month and then you go to school for another 2 weeks, and then work another 1 month, go to school for 2 weeks, or it could be the other way around. So it all depends on your program. I cannot tell you how it works in a certain university, because it's going to be different for another university. So in terms of the financial aspect, most times the company is in charge of your fees, your school fees. So the company signs an agreement with your school. It's something that is not rare in France. So immediately you put it out there that you're searching for a company for your alternance, many of them sometimes would kind of approach you, because they have like lots of things to benefit from you, and you have lots of things to benefit. Sometimes I even feel like the students benefit more than the companies, but anyway, it all depends on who you are as a person. So most times, or in every case that I've seen, the company actually takes charge of the finances, the school fees of the student, and they still kind of like pay the students monthly. Some get from 1,000 to 1,200 or 1,100 per month. Some get below that, 700 per month. Some get 800 per month, even though the school is paying your fee already. So sometimes it depends on the amount that the school is paying. It depends on the amount that the company is paying to your school. So if your school is like 15,000 euros per year and you have 3 years of studies or 2 years, that's 30. So it is not fixed that, oh, I'm going, you could get a company that would be offering you 500, like in addition to paying your school fees. And in many situations, you just accept the 500 because you don't have any other companies that are, interested in you. And your school fees is already like super expensive, and you're so glad that you don't have to take loans and do so many odd things to get your school fees paid. So basically, that's how the financial aspects work. Also, it is possible that the company do not offer you a monthly stipend. Maybe maybe it's a startup company. Maybe they cannot afford it. Maybe they're just not interested. Just feel like, oh, you're a student, you're not really going to be doing, the job that's we are not. They can come up with any kind of flimsy excuse, because in my opinion it's flimsy. I feel like if someone is working, they should be remunerated for whatever they are doing. Of course, they are paying your fees, but it depends on the whole agreement and everything. But sometimes you might not really be offered anything. They might just say they'll give you bonuses, maybe to pay your transportation per month. In those situations, you need to have a financial backup. Like, you need to have what you already plan to do financially, how you want to sustain yourself. Because if good thing is your school fees is out of it, but the bad thing is that you still have to look for an extra job aside working in the company and alternating that with your studies. So basically, that happens as well. So just for you to have an open mind when you're searching for your schools, just know that. So how do you go about finding these schools? Um, Actually, there are many schools in France that offer this. When you are, using, if you are applying through Campus France or something, you can filter it and look for programs that offer Alternance, or you can just type on Google Masters in Management Alternance. I'm writing Alternance on the screen right now. So Masters in Management France Alternance, something like that, or Masters in Communications Alternance. So once you put Alternance with your search, normally to bring out all the list of schools, both public and private owned schools or institutions that are offering this program, and they offer the option of Alternance. So you can then begin to look at them. Many of these schools, for their orientation, they always have like different companies come to recruit their Alternance people themselves. So different companies will come, and you as a student can easily pitch yourself to the companies, go to them one after the other, and just, kind of talk about why you think you'd like to be an alternate for them, talk about your strengths, and, even if you have weaknesses, you can let them know in advance. And basically, if they're interested in you, you get your contract signed, the school signs, everyone signs it, and everyone is good to go. There's also an opportunity to change. Let's say you start with this company, you're doing your alternates with them, and along the way you don't like them again, like you feel like a different company will suit you better, and you maybe have started applying to that other company, you're at the interview stage, because it will not be sensible for you to leave your alternate company. You weren't sacked or anything, but to leave your alternate company and start searching in the middle of your program, it just doesn't make sense, because they already signed that they are going to pay your fees, they're going to do this and that, and there's, contracts are very important. I don't want to say French people take this paperwork is important, but I think basically anywhere in the world we take it as something very important. So in the process of, okay, you've been in 2 3 months, you know that you don't want to stay with them for the next 3 years or next 2 years, definitely you can change, but start searching, um, start having interviews. When you're having green light with another company, then you can look for a way to speak with your own program as advisors as well, and ask them for their opinion. Maybe they would even be the ones to suggest in a very nice way and polite way to tell the company that, okay, our students doesn't really feel themselves in your company, they would like to leave, yeah, sorry, rather than you just going to break the news for them. And you might be wondering how I know this information. I always try to find information from like friends. If I meet people and we're just talking, like, oh, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm studying this thing, I'm doing alternance. I'm like, oh, tell me about it. Like, oh, so I had a friend recently that told me that, oh, she was in a different company before and she changed because of some reasons, personal reasons, and she had to change the company, which was totally fine. She's been in this other company just that she's tired of the second company as well, because literally there are no holidays. I think for alternance in general, you don't get any holidays. You're just like all the normal academic holidays, because there's some academic holidays that you definitely get, maybe 1 week break, mid semester 1 week ish, Christmas 1 or 2 weeks. Some companies are like Jack, they keep working. So if you are working in those type of companies, you have to continue showing up, and you cannot plan your trips ahead because you have no breaks. um, so there are good parts and there are the bad parts of being an alternance. Good thing is that you get a job experience at the end. At the same time, you are finishing your studies, your masters, your bachelors, and even sometimes some people get recruited by that company immediately. Like they are willing to sponsor your, you know, give you an indefinite job contract, a permanent job contract, because they're already used to your system of working. You've helped them within your 2 years to grow the company, or to you've basically contributed positively for the past 1.5 years or 2 years, 3 years thereabout that you've been with them, and they just do not want to part with you, and then they just close up um that ordinance offer and just give you a full-time job or something. So that's one of the advantages. Another advantage is that you already have 2 years work experience in that field that you studied in. So it's searching for jobs, it positions you better for like jobs in that role. You see companies that want you, because if you get to have a good recommendation letter as well from your alternance you know job boss or superiors, it could help you in searching for a permanent job, or even another contract that is not permanent, maybe another 2 years somewhere else, or somewhere else in the world, literally. So it could be very good for that as well. So I think I've talked about the disadvantages. You might not get paid, you might not have any holidays, and you might actually get to do all the dirty jobs, and not dirty jobs like murder or someone or do something like that, but dirty jobs in the sense that you're like at the last rank. So literally you get loads of work that no one is really interested in. And so I'm going to show you my screen, and I'm going to show you a platform that I just discovered. And I think I'll just open it. This platform, I just stumbled upon it by chance, because I was actually searching for Ecandidate's application. I just wanted to know how it works, because if you remember, or if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I applied to study in France using the Campus France procedure. So I never really went through the e-candidate procedure, so I don't even know how it works. And I always have lots of people asking me, "Oh, please, can you make a video about e-candidates?" So I just wanted to, find my way around e-candidates application procedure, and I just found this particular one. So this is what their website looks like. I'm going to leave this link. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to leave it in the description for you to go to their page. So they have 5,000 um they have 5,000 opportunities or places for this next 2024 resumption, whether for a bachelor's degree or for a master's degree. So a master's degree is called Bac plus 5. Bac plus 5 meaning Bac is like their own high school diploma, what they get when they finish like secondary school, and then plus 5 means plus 5 years. That's 3 years of bachelor's and 2 years of masters. Basically, this is what it looks like. All you need to do is to fill out this information and click on continue mon dossier. Here you put your email address. Be careful, put a valid email address, not the one that is like, oh, bobrisky at at yahoo.fr or whatever. Put something that's like, your full name and your last name, or something that the schools can identify with your first and last name, not your commercial email. Like even me, I cannot use Mide Nancy. I have to use my full academic names. So use that, then your first name. Here, when you see prénom, for those who don't speak English, I don't know if there's a way to change it to English, but I think the platform is in French. So that's what I'm translating. Put prénom is your first name. So on your international passport, if you have two first names, put your first names here, and then your nom is your last name, your surname. And votre niveau actuel, if what's your current academic level? Do you have back, like I said, for Nigerians or for I think Ghanaians as well? Back, let's just assume it's WAEC because that's the equivalent of back. It's like baccalaureate, what you get out of when you're leaving secondary school. So back plus one is 100 level, back plus two, 200 level, 300 level. So in France, bachelor's degree is just for 3 years. So when you finish your bachelor's, you have a back plus 3, and then bac plus 4 is your first year of masters, otherwise called M1, and then your bac plus 5 is the second year of masters called M2. So some people go on and on to have bac plus 6, bac plus 7. That's like the postgraduate, like doctorate thingy. Anyway, put your current level. So if you already have a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, just put bac plus 3. If you have a first year of masters already, put back plus 4. If you already have a 2 years masters or 3 years from your country, just put back plus 5 because there are people that they know that will definitely want another masters. So these are the sectors that this particular platform works for you to find your alternance. These are the only sectors that they have. This is business schools, école de commerce, they are business schools, gestion, finance, RH, droit, that's like management, finance, human resource, and law. So this is another field, communication, which is obvious, communication, école d'ingénieur, sciences, engineering schools, science schools, informatique, that's the IT or information technology, énergie et développement durable, durable energies and development. You can use Google Translator for these things to just to be sure of what you are actually like looking for. This is choose the sector that interests you. Let's say I choose école de commerce. In this situation, you have to put your mobile phone. You have to put your number, and here you have to put your post, your postal code. You have to put your postal code, and here you choose your country. I'm just going to confirm if Nigeria. So you just choose your country, you put your postal code, and you click on Continuer mon dossier, and then it brings you to this page. So basically, you have 5 stages to complete. So you just need to specify your wish or your wishes so as to find institutions, higher institutions that are actually in relation to what you are looking for. So here, choisissez une spécialité, quel site soit été vu, rythme d'études soit été, lieu d'études soit été. So here is you choose your specialization. The second this second part means that you will choose the academic year you want to enter, like you want to join. Is it the first, are you joining the first year of masters, the last year of bachelor's, or the last year of masters? Then rythme d'études, that's if you want to be in alternance, or do you want to be in do you want to just study normally? Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. You can actually choose, even though the program has alternance, you can choose to say no, I'm not going to do alternance, I'm going to finance my studies myself and just come to school every day, like literally, and just choose to come to school every day. And as well, you might actually not find any alternance company before the deadline that they are going to give you to find, and then that's the only option that you'll be left with. And then in that situation, you can choose to drop out of the program if it's too expensive, or just deal with it. And for the place, I just chose entire France, like you can see, and then you click on continuer mon dossier, like you can see ci-dessus les normes pour lesquelles votre dossier est conforme. So they are going to tell you, they will do a rough estimation of the amount of schools that the options you've been choosing so far, like the schools that they think that are like they suit what you're searching for. So here I was told that I have 125 schools that actually suits just my profile, what I'm looking for, and everything. Here you're just going to click on the option that says compléter mon dossier et à mes résultats. So this page, they're going to ask you to confirm your name, your age, your nationality, your address, and then mon curso. That's like talking about your academic background. So what is your academic background? What degree do you currently have? Then intitulé ou option du diplôme préparé. That's like what's the name of the current degree you have, not de l'établissement actuel. If you are currently a student or you just graduated, indicate the name of the current school. So this one, this last option, not de l'établissement actuel, put the name of the school. Intitulé, what did you study? So they have type de diplôme actuel, they have all this DEE, whatever it is. I don't know what they mean, to be honest. I just There's École Ingénieur, which is like engineering school 4, then School of Commerce 4, Specialized School 4, and Master 1 or others. So basically, I just chose Master 1, that I'm currently a first year master student. So if you are Nigerian, we have a bachelor's, 4 years bachelor's degree. Depends on if you are coming from a country where your bachelor's degree is for 4 years, go straight to choose this Master 1, because that's the only option that I'm seeing here. So if you are from in if from your if in your country you actually when you actually studied something in engineering, so just click on this École d'ingénieur 4, this engineering option, this first second one, this fourth option. Then if you actually did something related to business in Nigeria, business administration, business whatever, you can choose this École de commerce 4. Then école spécialisée is like specialized school. You can also choose that, or you can just choose others. This last option that says autre, just choose others if you don't know. But to be on the safe side, just put master or master 1 if you had a 4 years bachelor's degree. I typed the name of the establishment that I graduated and I clicked on continuer mon dossier. Then it brings you to the next stage, which is the fourth stage. J'obtiens mes résultats, je décoche les écoles qui ne correspondent pas à mes souhaits. Literally, you are going to find the schools that are in the schools that correspond with your profile and your wish. No, you find the schools that correspond with what you just the things you've been feeling, and then in this stage you can easily cancel the schools that you feel like they do not correspond with you. So basically what I did, so they give you a list of 125 schools, because like I said earlier, they told me 125 schools match what I'm looking for since I chose business schools. So here they've marked all the schools automatically. So you unmark the ones that do not correspond with your wish, like you do not like them for certain reasons. To be honest, this was just a demo video, so I don't know any of these schools. I don't know if their education is whatever their education is, but I will just advise you to just not unmark any of it, because the more your options, the better. Just continue. That way you have many schools that they are in relation with what you have been feeling, and you just send the list. That the worst that can happen is for you to not accept their admission if they give you admission. So just go on. So then it brought me to this last stage. Here you have to literally choose Here you have to literally choose schools that are your favorites, and they are telling us that you need to. So here, j'obtiens mes résultats, je coche mes écoles préférées dans ma section, so dans ma sélection. So you are choosing. They already brought you the names of all the schools, and you can easily click on um like more information if you want to know. And for most of the schools, you see their fee, so you can they just want you to tick your favorite schools. Just tick the ones that you find favorite. To be honest, me, I was just looking at the prices. And the ones that were less than 5,000 euros, they were obviously my favorite. But in your situation, take time to open these schools one by one. Look at the ones that, if you don't speak English, you want to look out for programs that are totally taught in English or partly taught in English. So it is important for you to open them, and it's on their site that you are going to find out. This particular site is made for people that can speak French. So that's why I don't know why. Maybe I didn't look for the option that says translate to English. So maybe you can find that option and then see if it works for you. So in this situation, I just randomly picked the ones that their school fees were cheap because I didn't, it's just a demo and I didn't want to waste my time actually opening. But here you can see each school, you can see the amount of students that they're interested in having. Some schools say 2,000, some say 300, some 200. Then you will know if the school is going to have alternance if they say propose de l'alternance, just like I'm showing you guys, propose de l'alternance. And if they say ne propose pas de l'alternance, it means there's not going to be an option of, you know, alternating with studying and going to school. So you have to be very careful. And then for the school fees, you see it here. You can see 10,000 euros per year. So if your program is going to be 2 years, that's 20,000. If it's 3 years, that's 30,000. You can see 5,000 euros per year, 8,000 euros per year. You know, the schools, they are business schools, big business, recognized business schools I say in Nigeria, recognized business schools in France. So literally, you just have to look at them. For you to get more options, look at the schools that are actually willing to take in many students. You get, so if they are looking into taking only 100, the chances are low. But those schools saying 300, 2,000, 1,000, also look at the price. But if they are proposing alternance, you have a good chance because you are not the one that will pay the school fees at the end of the day. It's the program that will pay it. Well, it depends on your contract. So just choose your favorite and click continue. Votre dossier est maintenant terminé. Vous allez obtenir vos résultats grâce à l'arc qui va vous être attribué. Pour cela, vous devez la sécuriser avec un mot de passe spécifique e-candidat. So in that situation, you just have to click on sécuriser avec e-candidat. Avec e-candidat, and if you check your email, you see that they have sent you a password and your login details. I think from the email you can easily come to this page. I'm going, but whatever the situation may be, I'm going to put this link, I'm going to put it in the description box as well. So with the Gmail, your Gmail, the one you use to create an account, and the password they're going to give you, put them both and click on connection. After connecting, here you can see your profile. Literally what they're saying here is that you just need to register once, just like we just did, and your application will be sent automatically to so many schools across France, so many reputable schools for this 2024 resumption. Some of these schools resume May, some resume June, some resume July, August, some September, and so on. So when you come here, your job is not done. You need to go to pièce jointe, and in this pièce jointe, you need to add your details, your document, so that the schools can see your CV. Don't forget that you have not uploaded your CV and all those things. So literally, here you need to put a picture of yourself. You just click on this and put a picture. Here you need to put your CV. Here you need to put your bulletin de notes. That's your transcript of your previous educational background, and your diploma, if you have statement of results, your certificate of graduation and everything. You need to add this four elements. In that way, the schools are able to get back to you. Candidature, when you come to this option that says candidature, you see all these schools that you are still waiting on. Be checking on the schools and be checking your alerts if they have responded or if they have summoned you for an interview. So that's the end of the video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Let me know in the comment section if you have questions about Alternance generally, if you have questions about this particular platform that I just discovered. There are other ways as well that you can actually apply for Alternance to public schools that are not so expensive. There are also like many public schools, university of this and that have alternance options, that have the alternance option. So there are ways you can find them too, but I mean, I cannot make a video of everything right now. But let me know if this video you just watched contributed to you getting admission sometime in the future. I like to hear your good news as well. It makes me happy that I am doing something. I wish you the very best, and do not hesitate to leave a comment below. Even if it's just thank you so much for this video, it goes a long way in helping my channel. Share this video with your friends, with people that you know that are actively looking to relocate to France for their studies, and give this video a big thumbs up. Do not leave until you give this video a big thumbs up. Just click on the thumbs up button. Literally, it's not going to do anything to you. And I look forward to sharing more helpful videos in the future, and see you in the next one. Bye.